What's the word, my people? So as some of you may know, a really big part of what I do on a day-to-day basis is helping people get seen. I'm a marketer and I'm managing with one of the country's top agencies. My network consists of over 10,000 plus content creators, and we're all helping each other out with getting seen. But I do want to talk about something a little bit different that I've found a lot of success with that I do want to share with you guys for free, just to give out some free game and help you guys out and really get yourself a side hustle going. So it all happens on an app called Threads. Threads has been around for a few years now. It's essentially Instagram's version of Twitter. As you can see by the title of this video, I do want to talk about how you can monetize Threads the best way you can. Here's my tips on how I made thousands of dollars simply by posting Threads. So really the way that Threads works is really similar to Twitter. You'll have your traditional For You page here where you'll see thread posts from creators on the app, but there's also a search section here where you'll be able to filter out and really look for things that align with your interests along with things that are trending. So it's really smart to really take advantage of that and post about things that are up to date. And then you have your activity page here, really similar to how Instagram works, where you'll see your engagement rolling in on the posts you're making and you're engaging with. And then you got your profile here. So super straightforward, cookie cutter, really almost a copy and paste version of like how Twitter works. But I think really with Threads, the UI is very minimalistic and just straightforward. It's like super simple. And another cool thing here is that you're actually able to manage your insights, check out some of your top performing posts here. But yeah, so the Threads community is honestly unbelievable. I think it's ridiculously easy to reach people on this app. Yeah, that makes sense. And that's how the money is made, by reaching people and accumulating bonus views. So I'm going to switch over to my phone here. I don't think the desktop version shows the bonus section. So here's some of my bonus periods that I've gotten paid out from. And you could really see that I'm pulling in hundreds of dollars a month simply by making thread posts. So how it works is that you want to post threads that receive at least 750 or more views before your bonus period ends. From my understanding, I believe there is actually a tier system going on, whereas if you have more followers, the bigger bonus you'll earn. So just checking out some resources here, and it's actually pretty wild. You could earn up towards $5 grand a month, but you will start with a $500 bonus program, which is what I'm currently on right now. So to sum up what this is saying, pretty much if I make 60 thread posts within a month that get at least 750 views, I will max out my bonus program. You can straight up make this a full-time job. So if you're maxing out your bonus program at $5 grand a month, you're putting in the work. Obviously it's not going to happen overnight. You have to work really hard and post good content. So if you're maxing out your bonus period, times that by 12, you're going to be pulling in 60 grand annually. That is basically a full-time job. I actually do want to check something. So 15 times 60K, you'll pretty much be a millionaire after 15 years of doing this. That's crazy. Hey, I mean, if you're 18 years old, use Threads for 15 years, in your 30s, you'll be a millionaire. So now that you guys understand the basics of Threads and how it really works, I'm gonna go ahead and dive right into all my strategy, all of the exploits that I'm making on this app to really be able to easily max out all of your thread invites that you get every month from Instagram. As you can see on my screen right here, I do want to make a disclaimer that not everyone could earn with Threads. You have to be qualified first. You need to receive an invite from Instagram. You'll get a notification on your phone to earn with Threads. And I don't have an exact answer, unfortunately, to really determine how to get qualified. All I know is that you need to have a business profile on Instagram and you need to use Threads pretty frequently. And you really need to convince Threads that you're using the app a lot so that they will invest in you. Having a business profile on Instagram is the first thing you want to make sure you have, because since Threads is from Instagram, there is going to be some integration between the two apps. So really how you model yourself on Instagram, how much engagement you're getting on Instagram, how many followers you have on Instagram is going to play a pivotal role when it comes to being qualified and invited to be a part of the Threads bonus. So that's really the first step. Unfortunately, this is the hardest step because it could take some time for you to get approved. It could take you a couple months, or you could get approved immediately. It really depends on your following on Instagram and really how frequently you're using Threads and how much engagement you're getting on average every time you make a thread. So now that I've covered the invitation aspect of the Threads program, let's go ahead and talk about my strategies and all my different secrets that I'm using for threads to get more qualifying threads. So the first strategy that I do want to talk about is probably the most important one, and really what brings me the most results is simply going to be replying to people and engaging with the community and really any post you stumble into on your For You page here. So for an example right here, this is actually someone I follow. He's a great profile to follow. You should check him out, King Breezy. He's responsible for most of my threads that I got qualified, so shout out to King Breezy. He's going to be a great profile to turn your post notifications on, which I do have turned on. So every time that he creates a post, you want to jump the gun, take advantage of it while it's early, and try to be the first one to respond, or really the first few bunch of people to respond, because the quicker you respond to a big profile like his, you'll be able to get more views that people will see, because King Breezy gets a lot of views, and if I'm commenting on his posts, and that means the views that he's getting is gonna pretty much go on to the reply that I'm making on his post. I'm actually gonna go ahead and give this a like and a reply right now. It's a pretty funny post. So pretty much you just want to keep on doing this and really rinse and repeat and engage with the community as much as possible. You also want to look out for any posts that are doing pretty well and have really a good amount of likes and comments, because these posts are more likely to really get more views when you reply to them. Just stumbled into this post right here, and I actually do want to leave a reply on this because he's completely wrong. You're just not trying enough. I just had to do that. Anyways, that's an idea on really engaging with people. Really just replying and just replying any post that you want to engage with. Doesn't have to always be controversial or like things like that. I've even gotten qualified threads simply by sending some laugh emojis on a meme that I thought was funny. So just random sort of replies that you want to send to a post that's getting good engagement is always the key here. So overall, what you want to do is just scroll on your For You page and really engage with any posts that resonate with you, and of course any posts that are performing well. Go Birds. So the next tip I do want to go over is going to be about creating original thread posts. This is sort of where your creativity has to kick in, and this is really the fun part about threads, really being able to express yourself. But yeah, I guess really like with this part, you cannot go wrong when it comes to really creating your own threads. Something to keep in mind that is critically important to know, maybe even more important than replying to other people, is that when you are creating your own threads, you want to use keywords in your thread posts that are going to reach a particular type of group of people. So for an example, I'm a musician, and really my target demographic is going to be people who are artists, producers, music lovers, just people who are really gravitated towards the music industry. So really most of my posts will be about music, and some of my posts have nothing to do with music. So it's good to branch out and really talk to all different types of people who are not within your niche. So it's good to be versatile and really engage with different types of people. I actually do want to show a recent thread that I made before I make a new one. So this is one thread right here that I made recently that did very well because keywords. I used the word musician, and ironically it ended up reaching a bunch of musicians, at least 280 of them. So using keywords when you're creating original thread posts is going to be huge. It's going to help you, number one, reach the right people, and number two, really get those people to engage with you. So obviously my post here is like this. If you're a musician, it got over 4,000 bonus views. So I completely beat the 750 view requirement by a mile, and it ended up reaching the right place, which is musicians, and I got at least 280 of them, and it's all thanks to the strategy I implemented here by using the keyword musician. And that's something I've really started to realize with Threads' algorithm. The keywords that you decide to use in your thread posts, they make a big difference. So it's important to really think about what sort of words you're using for your post. And also, just going back to the reply I made for the Jalen Hurts gif right here, this community is amazing. Like, everyone is so nice, and you just want to be friendly. I mean, that's really the goal of mine here, just being able to show love and supporting each other. We're all helping each other out with getting views, and some people want to be lame and like be unoriginal. Just let them do their thing. But I'd say at the end of the day, the biggest thing is just to be yourself, be original. That's really the most sustainable way to really make money on Threads. So another strategy that I think is worth trying out, that I actually haven't been doing much myself, but I do want to do more, is actually taking advantage of the trending topics right here. Trending feed is full of football. The Chiefs have dark magic. They always win football games. So right now the Chiefs are trending all over threads. So right now it would probably be a good idea to make a thread post about football or about the Chiefs if you want to be more specific. So I said Patrick Mahomes is the new Tom Brady. Everyone hates him because he keeps winning. It's a true statement, and I feel like a lot of people are going to agree with it. So I think that'd perform pretty well. And then the last strategy I want to talk about is going to be something I mentioned before, which is going to be studying your insights and seeing what posts are performing well, which ones aren't. And this is a great way for you to really see what sort of things are working for you and what isn't, and what you should be posting more often. Checking out your insights here and really seeing how you can improve upon it, and just checking out what's doing good and what isn't. I know this is my most popular thread right here. It got nearly 100,000 views, and it was just a silly meme I posted. And also, I am a pretty big sports fan. I do like to post about sports a lot. This Chiefs at Panthers game ended up getting nearly 80,000 views. Really just finding something that's really going to give people value and want them to follow you is something that you should definitely consider. 186 followers from this. Wow. 20 leg parlay. So that was an entire breakdown on how I'm approaching threads, and those are some strategies I've implemented when it comes to getting qualifying threads to really earn my bonus program. But yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you find this resourceful and you can really benefit from something here that I covered. You can also check me out on threads, shoot me a follow, and I'll see you in the next one.